At my side here I have for me one of the most beautiful electric unicycles that was made until today. From 2018, the Segway Nnebot Z10, that was my first electric unicycle, against the latest, and is simply an amazing wheel, in 2021, the Inmotion V12. What I can find different between these two amazing wheels, and how much the electric unicycles have evolved since 2018. If you want to know everything about it, stay tuned until the end of the video. Hi everyone, Marcos here from MADpack, and if you love EUCs, PVs and everything that have an E of electricity, this is the place for you. And today we are going to put side by side a wheel from 2018, my beloved Segway Nnebot Z10. I continue to love it. I continue to love the Z10. Yeah. It still works, I still ride with it, and I still love it. And the Inmotion V12, that I simply love it. And we'll see here some similarities and a lot of difference, because obviously we have 3 years of difference between these two wheels. When we talk about Inmotion, was basically, we are talking about Solo Wheel. That is one of the first companies producing electric unicycles. So Segway and Solo Wheel is the oldest that you have on the market. And in my opinion, is the two more advanced for their time. Obviously this wheel was stopped to be produced in 2019, if I'm not wrong, but for that time it was quite advanced. And I like always to put on the table the big reason why I purchased the Z10. So it was my first wheel. I want something that is durable, that I can hit on the floor, that is fast, that I can use on the rain, on the snow, and this tire gives me that, this wheel gives me that. Before the Inmotion V12, you didn't have any wheel that reached so close to the build construction that you have on this wheel. This wheel is solid until today. Even after 4,000 kilometers, it continued to be a solid wheel, besides the mudguard and the handle that they are very flimsy and they are horrible. This wheel was definitely not the best. When we talk about lights, was one of the worst, basically just pointing to the trees, not pointing to the floor, and very weak. This wheel is a bit weak. I would like that it was much more powerful, but the beam really gives you lights everywhere. It illuminates all the area that you want, something that I always wanted to see on the electric unicycle. And that is an amazing improvement. The Inmotion V11, the light is much brighter, but when you start to accelerate quite a lot, it's just pointing more what is happening in front of you, and not really, if you are going up the hill, for example, it doesn't allow you to see what is in front because it's pointing too low, if it makes sense. Another thing that is similar also is, if you go back in 2018, everyone criticized the weight of this wheel. 24 kilos, that's a crazy amount of kilos for an electric unicycle. And now in 2021 we are going for 45 kilos of wheel. Yeah, 20 kilos more than in 2018 that everyone was complaining. But I think, and I've said that already basically 1 year ago, if you want more performance, you can't really look to the weight of your wheel. I understand if you have to go upstairs, like I said, in that case, yes, it makes all the sense in the world, but the weight is essential to bring stability and in the same time make these wheels safer. I believe that the wheels will just get heavier and heavier. We'll start seeing bigger wheels with more components, more safety features, and the price will just continue to go up. I don't believe that we'll have cheap wheels below 1,000 pounds much more often. Maybe I'm wrong, and if there is a brand that can do that, I believe is Inmotion, because they have a big market in France, etc. With their less powerful wheels like the V8F, that is a wheel that I continue to use quite often just to go to the shopping, or when I go to work, I park the car until I reach where I work. It's basically in the other side of the hospital, so it takes me a while to reach there, and with the wheel I reach there in basically 30 seconds. More things that I can say. Build construction is simply amazing. Visibility in both are also the same. So here the visibility is not the best. I think that they could have done better here, but on the sides it's quite visible at night. So on the front it could be better, and on the back it could be also much better. Other things that I can say they are much better now is the trolley handle. I think Inmotion do one of the best trolley handles that you have on the market, and also the best lights on the market, like I said. In 2018 was quite good to have this screen showing you all the bars, and if you look, Godways was just the balls on the backlight. So definitely something that I always like it. Something that is continue to be revolutionary on the Z10 is you don't have a button to lift it up, you just have a sensor, and it feels that you are lifting up and it locks the wheel, something that I never saw until today in another wheel. So you can see some of the things that they continue to be quite interesting. Yeah, when we talk about voltage, you have almost just half of the voltage that you have now. This one is 100 volts. I learned to ride the Z10 in a different way, that I could always push the wheel to the limit, but I never had a cutoff. That basically I accelerate and I brake constantly, like if I was changing the gears on my car. And until today I continue to ride like that. In that way you have the possibility to bring the battery up. This wheel brought a lot of persons to the electric unicycles because of the look, and it continued to be amazing. This wheel will bring a lot of customization, and this wheel in 2018 everyone was looking for it because it was different. It looks really nice. It was a different riding experience, so everyone was talking about it. And many persons like me, I believe, they start riding electric unicycles because of the Segway Nnebot Z10, and that's why I continue to have so many views on this wheel. Is because the wheel continued to look amazing, and many persons purchase for the price. You have some caveats there because it's really hard to get some parts, and if you have to change the motherboard, you need to contact the company. Something that happens also with Inmotion, but Inmotion continued to work and Segway no. So just have that in mind. Another thing that people really complained about this wheel was that the pedals, they was really close to the floor. Now this one allows you to change the position of your pedals. If you want them higher, you have an experience. You want them lower, you have a different experience. I talked that when we talk about the settings on the V12. But overall, they have these things in common. Build quality, amazing, waterproof, amazing, best wheels that you have on the market. I thought that this wheel was quite big, but now when you look to the Inmotion V12, that I don't think that is big because I try bigger wheels than that. Now this looks like a toy almost for me. But let me know your comments below. What is your thoughts about the Z10? If you continue to think that is relevant in 2021, almost 2022, and if you think that this wheel continue to have a lot of inspirations from this wheel when we talk about build construction and waterproofing. My name is Marco, this is MADpack. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment below, smash the thumbs up, do whatever you want, but always with a smile on your face, and I hope to see you in the next one.